today.
Pussification.
In other words, the fact that a lot of the men out there suffer from bitch assness. Now, it's a disease.
Oh, God.
It's running rampant in America today. It's terrible. It's an epidemic.
You just checked yourself.
Yes.
And
we
got to do something about this. So we're going to talk about it tonight. We got some many cool topics, stuff that's happened around the country. We're going to talk about.
Back so they're not so
some of them may be funny, but some of it's really quite
better
sad.
than
So we're also going to talk about the Pan Am
You can have
Championships,
shitty ones,
IBJJF
right?
Pan Ams that happened this past weekend. Had some people from the East Coast or
you
the
preferred
Mid-Atlantic
that.
states, as I like to call them,
Close
really
them
go up there and represent. Man, it was just awesome. And of course, we're going to give the most prestigious awards in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu today and MMA today, the Mofo of the week and the Bihach of the week. Okay, so we're going to get into that tonight. We're going to go live here in about 3 minutes.
We're live.
We're live now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's funny. That's cute. So we're live now for some reason. I don't know why, but he thinks it's funny. Everybody thinks it's funny.
You get to see behind the scenes before we play the music.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're live now, so guys, go over to the YouTube channel.
I'm the one over here
and I
fixing
will
my
see
hair
you
like
there.
retarded.
I'm out. Love you guys. Bye.
So, for all of you people that have bared with us while we are live, welcome to Bread's Kitchen, episode 011. As I play the music, you guys will hear silence on the live feed. Everybody else will hear this jam. Welcome to another edition of Bread's Kitchen, episode 011 on a beautiful Wednesday, March 14th. It's almost St. Patty's Day. You guys celebrate St. Patty's Day?
I'm going to now that I've discovered that I'm 65% British Irish.
Did you do like a 23andMe thing?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How much did that cost?
I did the upgraded one. It was like $200. It had all the health reports and stuff
Holy
with it.
shit.
Too, yeah. I think if you just do the DNA part, it's less than 100 or something.
Did it tell you your heritage and where everybody came from?
Yep.
Where, like, what's your background there?
Well, so like I said, 65% British Irish, and then I had like French, German, Scandinavian, Baltic. I don't remember. I was 0.01% West African.
That's a lie.
Well, I think we're all 0.01%.
Actually,
West African.
I thought the same thing, but I see some people on there that are 100% European.
That's the truth.
I believe that.
Shit.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe that.
Regina is
How was the
making fun of
audio?
us.
How's the audio tonight?
Well,
you guys got the live chat up. I don't.
She didn't say anything about the audio, but she said that we looked so excited.
We are excited.
Where's the clapper?
No,
We have two clappers
you're
in there.
fired.
Where are the clappers?
They're right
The cla-
here.
The clappers are in there.
No.
I found another one in the bottom of the bag.
We are excited to be here. It's episode 11.
Episode 11. We made it through.
And we got a great show for you tonight. So,
Static.
is the comments on? Can they make comments?
Chat
on?
is on.
Chat is on.
I'm having issues with the computer, so I do not have chat up. So if you have chat up, please let me know.
So,
I'll just sit over here and produce the rest of the show.
we should just give out Michael's phone number, and then they can just send their comments straight to his phone.
Oh,
I
Lord.
should break arms and legs at the next practice.
Checkmashcharlotte.com. I believe that has Michael's phone. It goes directly to his voicemail no matter when you call him.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
And he does not have
That's
caller
not
ID.
true. I answer my.
You get your phone every time. Check my Charlotte. It's like you got caller ID.
It's because this phone is broke, and every day it goes to do not disturb.
You just got that phone.
So
I know, and it's broke.
we-
That's the problem in America.
You sure it's not
So-
OE?
we can
Huh?
turn off the do not disturb.
Are
so
you
have
sure
caller ID.
it's not OE?
What's that mean?
Old English.
Operator error.
No,
Oh.
Hell no.
There's a swipe up screen, and you might be accidentally hitting Do Not Disturb on there or something.
Okay. All right. Well, it's on now. I'm gonna leave it on because obviously Gina will get mad at me if I'm on my phone or if it rings during the podcast.
Well, she said the audio.
I will
was
get mad
good,
if your
by the
phone
way.
rings during the podcast.
Yeah, so put it on silent.
So, what's up? How's everybody's week? Did everybody have a good week?
Sure.
It's going.
It's going?
Tonight's the highlight.
Tonight's the highlight.
Mhm.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Podcast is pretty special. Starting to become a weekly ritual for me. I like going to withdrawals if we don't do a podcast.
Yes, you do.
Which
We've been pretty good.
Consistent.
Not skipping a week.
yeah, we've done pretty good.
Yep.
So we got to get our viewership up though. We got to get more subscriptions to the YouTube channel and the SoundCloud. How's it going on SoundCloud? I mean, you keep track of all this stuff.
SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, everything is going well. We're climbing. We have very good ratings. If you are a listener, and even on YouTube, anywhere you guys listen to, the sound is going to be better right now on all of the podcast apps because everything is designed for the podcast. We are working on the live stream audio, but if you listen to the podcast, let us know and leave a review. That's it. And then share it with your friends and family on Insta.
What are you doing?
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry.
Share it with your friends, families, and neighbors. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun social media stuff the kids are into these days. And promote the bread. So, why the change from cornbread to the bread? You don't like cornbread
I
anymore.
hate that name
Oh, why? I mean, that's
because
like,
I hate it.
that's who you.
I'm
were
not going
for
to say
so
it
long.
again. I hate it.
I'm
No,
asking-
I've never been that. I hate that name. That name was given to me as a joke. Okay?
I thought that's where
in
your
reference,
nickname came from.
What?
It is.
Yeah. So
That-
please explain because.
No. I don't want to explain. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like being called it. Okay? The original people that said it, if they said it, then whatever. That's why the monikers of the bread and Mr. Bread and Darth Breadius, that's why all that stuff came about.
So that all came from cornbread,
Yes.
but you like the bread.
Well, what happened, to put this in plain English to where you and other people can understand? I told someone one time that I didn't like the name cornbread. They continued to call me cornbread. So I took this big black hand and slapped the shit out of them.
Okay.
And then they stopped calling me cornbread. They called me Mr. Bread.
But the name stuck around.
No, the name did not stick around.
E-
Who do you know that calls me cornbread?
Uh,
No, not bread. Think
many
about
people know you as
That-
cornbread.
No.
Occasionally,
Who do-
people will say
No.
cornbread.
Who do you know that talks to me face to face and calls me cornbread?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been around you a lot the last few years, and this is the first I've heard you say you hate that.
That's not true. You can ask Jeremy Rowley.
I mean,
That's because everybody that you know that calls me, they call me a moniker of cornbread. They call me Bread, Mr. Bread, Darth Breadius, Bread of Corn. I just hate the name cornbread.
Why? Man, is it why?
People, this is exactly what causes world wars today. One party says don't do something. The other party,
I'm
the other
asking
party-
why.
The other party takes 2 steps forward, finger in the face, and says why.
He's trying to be a masculine man right now
I am
No.
just
and
trying.
ask questions.
I am leading the viewers into a discussion about why Darth Breadius, which is actually a pretty badass name, does not like to be called cornbread.
If anybody wants to see some funny shit, be here tomorrow night at Team France.
Fun police.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for that. No explanation needed.
So why is Mofo of the Week blank once again?
The mofo of the week is blank because we're not awarding a mofo of the week until we get some form of solution, ideas out on the table to solve the bitch assedness that is taking over the male population of the United States of America. I will not award another mofo of the week.
All right. So we had the conversation of bitch assness a week ago at 6 a.m. practice. We sat in a circle, and for 20 minutes after practice, we went through what the definition of bitch assiness was. In the third and fourth person, if that is possible. So if you can imagine this, we were all sitting in a circle, watching Professor Allen give his definition of bitch assiness and why we need to stomp it out in America today. No direct correlations to anybody, just generalities. And we all walked away from that
Better men.
better men.
Better men. That's what we got to do. We got to talk about it. But we'll talk about that later.
You can't skip a
Well, because we're right now we're on our awards. So
That's his main
that's the
topic.
reason that Mofo of the Week isn't being given. That's what she asked.
okay, because of bitch assiness.
Because of bitch ass.
So can we say that bitch assiness and the pussification of America run hand in hand?
I'm gonna have to consult. The Oracle.
I'm gonna say bitch assiness is as old as time.
I have presents tonight, by the way. So
No.
I'm gonna put my microphone down real fast and give out presents.
No.
But, okay, so while he's getting presents, let's go on to. Well, actually, we need to wait for the Behacho of the Week because he always.
I'm coming back.
He always. What is he doing?
I don't understand.
That is for you.
Oh,
That is for you. And that is for me.
this lady should make your cup.
On top of that,
This
Hold
is
your cell phone and keep your drink cold.
you ask and you shall receive.
Aw. Are these for me to try on?
Those are for you to try on.
It's about time.
Shout out to Andrew
James,
Spotswood. Well,
Andrew Spotswood, whatever your name is on Facebook these days. What
Fred
time
got
is
mad
it?
at me because of
You
that.
know what I thought this was?
A glove. It
I
looks
thought
like a
this was
glove.
a damn MMA glove.
I thought it was too.
And this is a guys. Look at this. This is so cool. This is a neoprene insulated shaker cup holder that you can also store your cell phone on.
Damn straight it is.
So if you actually go to the gym and lift weights and stuff, it seems handy.
By the way, if you come to Checkmate Charlotte, the workout board is up, and I hope that it is enforced after every workout.
We have
Beginners,
a workout board?
we do have a workout board now.
That's cool.
First, you have to come to practice.
Oh, well, so much for me.
Oh
On the
shit,
workout
dog!
board.
These are phenomenal. This is
So
awesome.
I'm gonna
use
show
this
you
for
how
my
this
beer?
works right here. You put the beer in here like that.
This is awesome.
You can go running with it. You can put your cell phone in it. You can put dollar bills if you want to go to the strip club. You know, whatever you want to do.
Does this mean we're sponsored by Batman?
We are Batman.
Oh, we are the
did,
Batman.
did you not know that?
No, actually, I did not know that. I didn't get the memo. Sorry, but this is pretty cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you
Cheers.
so much, man.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Do you have a beer? No.
you. Yes. No.
Do you need a beer?
No. Cheers.
You're not drinking a beer tonight?
No.
He
no
doesn't
beer.
need a beer.
I don't need a beer tonight.
I'm very upset.
He's already on one.
All right.
So there's a nice little lull in action.
So do you want to show the geese real fast?
Oh,
I have there's an A0 and an A1. I don't know which one's going to fit. If you want to leave it anytime and try one on and come back in and give the viewers a show,
all right. Yeah. That didn't sound weird at all.
that did, yeah, you're right. My bad.
I think I'm gonna try the A0 first, so that's probably. what's
So
gonna-
in most geese, are you an A0 or are you an A1?
if they're like males or just universal
Mhm.
sizing, they're not female specific.
Mhm.
I'm usually an A0.
A0.
Even in some female,
What geese do female specific sizing?
War Tribe, Phenom, Deferma. Oh, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
Show Your Roll has some more female.
I know, yeah,
specific
show your all
sizes.
does. Yeah.
That's really weird that all gi companies don't do female sizing, considering how popular and the female
I was just going to
pool is
ask
growing.
that
That's
because I'm not.
A lot more of them do, I feel like, now than did when I first started. But when you get people like Andrew that are kind of more independent.
Yeah, and I completely understand
Yeah.
that. But of the big D companies, you would think that all of them would have female sizing, female cuts,
You would think because of
except for maybe Kings. It would make sense, I guess, if Kings didn't have.
so
I mean, just saying, Queens, Kings.
tit for tat.
Which they could make a lot. Toro, BJJ. Listen, guys, since King's Geese tried to steal your mojo and your logo and stuff.
Was it Kings? I thought
Yeah,
it was
Kings.
Kings.
It was Kings.
Oh, I thought
It was
another.
Kings. So Toro, you should make a Queens line. Yes, that is awesome.
That may be already in the works, but so just for women out there that are buying geese, what is, I guess the main problem for women is the bust size, correct?
I mean, I don't have any kind of abnormally large breasts, so I'm not sure about that problem. But I
okay.
guess finding geese that, well, I'm so short, like, it's hard for me to find ones that aren't, like, hanging halfway down my hand because it's really annoying to try to roll and a geese, like, covered up half my hand. Or, you know, I guess a lot of women, too, like, their hips are wider. You say you need room to move around in the bottom.
Okay,
But
I have an idea.
throw it out there.
We should make a gi, the three of us, with the booby cup.
I don't know why you would need a baby cup in a gi.
Because it would be unique.
It doesn't. It's pointless.
It would be if you like put the boobies in the cups in the pockets and then
Batman says don't derail this conversation.
That seems stupid.
that's not
It
stupid.
is stupid because gi tops come open, belts come off, gi tops don't stay in place.
No. It's like a half rash guard, half bra.
Then
Like
you-
a sports bra
Like a
shirt
built-in-
connected to
like
the
a-
How
gi.
would you get in it?
Ooh, like a
Huh?
built-in.
How
I mean,
would
just
you-
like a
Just
swimsuit.
like you do a swimsuit.
How do you put how would you put a gi top on like a swimsuit?
Well, that's where you come in, and like Regina comes in.
And then how do you use it? Like then how would you pull your lapel out to like?
No, because
The lapel would be separate.
Yeah, the lapels are they're like attached here.
Guys,
They-
I don't
they-
think you understand anything about women, and that is the worst idea I've ever heard.
Well, no, it's like a Spanx with
Yes.
like a gi.
Spanx?
Yes.
No,
Like
you
a
really, you
like
literally don't
like
know
a
what
top
you're talking
Spanx.
about.
No, I do.
Yes, we do.
I do.
They make gis with rash guard
Built
lining.
Built in.
built in.
That's what I'm saying. But with different cup sizes, which
You
is
don't
what he
need
said.
cup sizes in a gi.
You do if we make it.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You're ruining the
Guys,
market
Do you know
right
how many
now.
people didn't think they needed
trying-
koozies until they were made?
Tell you guys how ignorant
Batman
you are.
koozies.
Seriously.
I don't think they want to bring any more attention to their boobs than they already are. Like they're trying to grapple
No,
guys.
we're
Like,
helping them
No.
to take attention away.
no, you're not.
We can even have like the nun series.
Well, no, we'd have to have the
So like
the Muslim series.
We could do something. I mean, look.
That is
Let's
legit
talk about
right
this
there.
later. I think we're on to something.
We are on to something.
I think we're on to
Spot.
something.
Yes. Yes.
You gonna help us?
Andrew, please.
I'm
Do
I'm
not
telling you,
listen
a
to
whole line of Muslim geese.
Oh,
That's a
Jesus
separate
Christ.
story.
Why didn't I
We could do
quit
this.
this podcast when I wanted to?
I'm being serious. Oh no! No, seriously. This is real talk. We could have a Muslim Islamic line with the what's the cover
With the Habib.
connected to the gi top.
Holy shit!
Boom!
Boom! Spotswood, get on that. Make it. Check Matt. Bread special.
That's good. I'm thinking.
I don't think you realize how annoying it would be for those two pieces of clothing to be hooked to each other.
No, that's because we don't wear it.
But we would find somebody that does and would help
Because
us
look,
design
it's
that.
got it's the little heady thing
There is a market.
would be connected
I'm
to
telling
the
you,
like
there
sports
is a
bra
market.
booby cup, which is connected to the gi.
You should ask
It's
women,
just one
other
piece.
women how they feel about it.
Other women. If
You don't
you're-
even wear the covering, so how do you know? You're not Muslim.
I've worn a wrestling hair cover in the gym before, and I can tell you I would not like it to be hooked to my gi top.
That's because you want to stall. You want it to fall off. I know what you're trying to do.
It stayed on pretty good.
I think we should run with it. I think it's a great idea.
I think we have an idea.
I think it's a great idea. I think first we should like do a bid to like see which geek company jumps on board.
Yeah, so
We can
if
make
you
money
wonder
out of
how
this.
other women feel about it, Amanda just sent me an emoji rolling her eyes. So there's one.
Amanda, get your ass in here then. Fine. You've been invited on the podcast before.
Yeah, you don't get to get,
Don't
if you belong to
sit-
this academy, you don't get to lend ideas and shoot our ideas
Don't
down
fucking
if you're
backseat
not
drive.
in here.
Don't
Yeah.
backseat drive.
Don't be an armchair quarterback.
No, you two don't talk to my blue belt like that. How about that?
That doesn't even make sense.
It
We're
makes
talking
all
about
the
geese.
sense. No, you disrespecting my blue belt.
Okay, let's go on. All right, we got to get the show going. So, Diane's Robert Smith.
There you go.
What do you mean? Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Robert Smith said, "Am I drunk?" No, I'm not drunk.
He ain't having a beer yet. I ain't even gave him a koozie. He has not had a beer yet.
Okay, so let's move on down the notes. We got to award the Hit It Nick, since you're doing such a good job of saying this. Like, you're getting really...
You have.
The Hutch.
He did do much better.
Fucking nailed it.
You did. You're getting better than Michael.
Hit it one more time.
Be Hutch
Of the week. And this young lady,
I hit him with the hot pepper flakes.
in my opinion, probably should have got it a while back, and I was going to give it to her, but I wanted to see what she did at some of the other tournaments. Now, I can't pronounce her name, and I'm not going to mess her name up because I don't want her to come. Okay, Saida. I don't want Saida to come there and kick my ass, so I hope that's how you pronounce her name. I'm going to call her the Jinja Ninja because that's what she...
Ginger Ninja.
Ginger
She's got to be a
Ninja.
red hair.
She's redhead. Yes, she is.
Hot.
And she's a blue belt.
Hot.
And she just went to the Pan American Championships. And this is one of the best stories that I can think of. She took third in her division in a big bracket. And then turned around and won the absolute.
God bless her.
And I love it. I mean, I talk to her all the time on Facebook. I consider her a friend, even though I've never actually met her face to face. She trains at Abmar Barbosa's Jiu-Jitsu Academy. They're a Zenith affiliate, I believe. If I got that wrong, don't kick my ass. So she is the
Not many people that kick your ass.
She is the what? Hit it again, Nick.
Be Hutch
Of the week, and she wins the the $9 worth of quarters.
Fuck y'all. Where's my no?
No. You didn't
I
have to
tried.
collect.
Yes, I tried, and you told me they were
No,
gone.
You got to collect it. You got to collect it before we award the next one.
No,
And you did
I
not
asked for
bring
them.
chicken fries tonight, so I'm very disappointed.
I asked for them, and you told me that you didn't have them.
Listen,
I don't
Don't come in here thinking you're gonna get any quarters because you're not. It's a sham.
Ginger Ninja, if you come down
Ginger
here,
Ninja, come down. I will go to the fucking store and get you.
you will get your
$9
$9 worth of quarters. You're
I
like the
swear.
gentleman that won last week, Brian Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Brian
Motherfucking Freeman.
Freeman. That's right. His $8 in quarters is on hold whenever he comes.
And a
to
free
get it.
private.
Yeah, and a free private. He comes and he collects. Okay, Ginger Ninja. Unfortunately for you, that doesn't apply. You've got till next week to go get these damn quarters.
If
But
not, we're giving them
listen,
the Google.
we're super proud of you. Congratulations on your victories at Pan Am's. I knew you could do it. Can't wait to see what you do at Worlds. I'm sure you'll run through that too. Oh,
So Pan Am's, what? Any big upsets? Any disturbing upsets? Disturbing defeats that we know of?
well, I mean, I just hit the biggest thing. I mean,
I know.
how do you say her name again?
Saida.
Saida. Man, that's tough. I mean, you get third in your division, and then you come back and you win the absolute.
That's what Dominic Bell did.
I mean, Nicole, you've been there. You've
Yeah.
been there, and you took third, and then you go into absolute, and you now. Granted, Saida, the one difference she has is she is in one of the bigger weight classes, but I mean, you've been there, and that's not a pleasant division to be in. That absolute,
Right.
it can be tough, and especially at Pan Am's, where just looking at her division, it looked to me like everybody and their sister actually went into it. I mean, there was a lot of people in that division for her to run that gambit and get through it. I mean, that gauntlet, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic Bell, you was just talking about him. Tell us what he did.
He same thing happened to him. He placed third in his division, and he came back and won gold in the absolute.
Now, for you guys that don't know, Dominic Bell, he's not from the Charlotte area, but he was a military brat, and he was training down in Columbia, South Carolina. A lot of people around here we consider Dom one of our own. Watched him in the purple belt come up. He actually grappled for me in Fight Lab in the cage, when we was doing the gi matches, and just a phenomenal athlete. God, we saw him at Charlotte at the IBJJF Open, and he always comes up and talks to me and Eddie. He's done it since Eddie was a kid. And Eddie looked at him and said, "It looks like Dom ate Dom."
Yeah.
I mean, he's gotten so big and strong. I mean, he's on a heck of a weight program out there at Autos.
And he makes hilarious memes or whatever. I don't know,
Oh.
or comics or something. I don't know if
Yes.
you guys know
Yeah.
that, but he makes some pretty funny, little comics.
And he makes some great instructional videos that are funny. And it's funny because a lot of times he's not even talking in them. It's just him demonstrating the moves, and then he puts the commentary underneath and freezes it. He puts this funny. It's not funny music, but just the expressions on his face and some of the things he does. And he's just a phenomenal athlete. I'm sure his black belt is probably around the corner sometime from Andre Galval, and that's just gonna be awesome. I mean, he's awesome. He's gonna be a hell of a black belt competitor too. So, congratulations to Dom.
He can't compete with Brettism.
Yeah, the Brettisms, my Brettisms are pretty good. Now, his videos are good, but the Brettisms, they're pretty good. Which, by the way, those Brettisms, you two fuckers think y'all are funny.
Bitch assedness is the next Brettism.
Bitch assiness is the next. That is the next one.
If you guys want to know what we're talking about, Nick Licari over here thinks he's hilarious, as you can see in some of the
He
podcasts.
makes some illustrations of Brettisms and posts them on his Instagram page.
Hot pepper flakes.
Yeah. And, oh, gosh.
And because he does, because he says
the flea
flea zone fluffy, it sounds like flea zone. I had to put it. It's not fleas on fluffy. It's fleas. Get the fleas on fluffy.
You guys can go on to Nick Licaria's Instagram and check out what they're talking about. It is pretty funny. I mean, it's I can laugh at myself sometimes. That's pretty
Oh,
funny.
I think Wonder Bread went on there today.
Oh,
A
he
couple.
gave me.
Yeah.
I'm loaded for a week.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, goodness. Another performance at
That man needs an oxygen tank.
another performance at the Pan Ams that was noteworthy. Gilson Nunez from Checkmat took third. That was pretty good. I was watching on Flow Grappling. They was running through their predictions for Pans, and when they got to that weight class, no one picked him. No one even mentioned his name. I was shocked considering the performance he had last year at the World Championships, almost beating Cabrinha, losing by a ref's decision, and no one picked him to even medal. He wasn't even on the medal board. And to see him go through the division like that, he lost to one of my favorite grapplers on the current circuit, along with him, Shane Jamil Taylor from Lloyd Irvin School, who also almost beat Cabrinha last year. And actually, in my opinion, he did beat Cabrinha. They robbed him, but I think they robbed both of them, to be honest with you. All respect to Cabrinha because he's one of the greatest of all time. But, Gilson he's a young guy. I think, what was he, 25, 26 years old?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know.
He's a young guy, and just the biggest smile, the best attitude. Every time you see him, every time you read his Facebook, he's just positive. He was so thankful and grateful to even took third place. And, just like Dom, I feel like Dom's going to be a force.
He is the most humble person.
Gilson?
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of the most humble people you'll ever meet.
Meet him in person.
Yeah.
Humble.
Him and Leo Vera.
Yep.
Leo Vera is actually probably the most humble person I've ever met, considering all of his accolades. I think Gilson will be there with his accolades, but for Leo Vera to have accomplished all this stuff, you talk to him about the stuff he's done, and he's like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. So congratulations to Gilson Nunez, great representation of a Checkmat. Another one, Nicole, tell us about this young lady and what she did.
Who we're talking about?
Jacqueline.
Oh, I didn't watch any of these matches, so you better not ask me. I know that Jacqueline plays second.
You watched none of them?
I don't have a Flow Grappling, guys. And I was at work.
Well,
That's the best time to watch Flow Grappling is at work.
Work. It's tax season. What do you
Not
do?
bad.
tax season, kicking people's butt. Yours and Regina's specifically.
I'm tired.
Jacqueline Ramos, she took second place at Pans. Wanted to see her take first, but she actually closed out the bracket with another young lady from Checkmat who beat her. phenomenal showing by Jacqueline. She just cemented herself, in my opinion, as being the best female black belt, in the area.
Who beat her?
I can't remember the young lady's name. Keena. I want to say her name was Keena or Kena or something like that.
Canar. Yeah, I can't pronounce it either.
I don't know her like I know Jacqueline. So, but congratulations to Jacqueline and congratulations to her opponent, who's also one of our teammates. So that.
And then Karen also. Didn't you send me the video of her too? The one that was breastfeeding.
That's the one that beat Jacqueline.
That's Karen. Her name's Karen.
Was it Karen?
Yeah.
Her name's Karen. Okay, that's the young lady that beat.
Oh, she's the one that beat Jacqueline.
Yeah, that was her Jacqueline in the video that she beat.
I didn't realize Jacqueline was one of the video with her.
Yes, yeah, that was her. So congratulations to Karen. Nicole gave us her name. Do you know her?
So, no, I don't. This is I didn't even realize she was with Checkmat. Honestly, I'm still kind of confused. I don't know if she also trains at another gym. I don't know, but she did have Checkmat patches on her gi, but apparently she just had a baby, so I don't know how long she's been out of competition because obviously she's been pregnant and doing all that. But so she was fought and then had a 5-minute break in between another match and was using her 5-minute break to breastfeed and then won.
Good.
That's amazing.
What the
That's
hell?
the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
Maybe she should have been
Yes.
Biatch of the week.
Because breastfeeding,
What?
I mean, I don't know, I haven't had a baby, but I've heard, like, it really takes it out of you.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
So-
Repeat that for our viewers one more time. Tell that story one more time. Because I want to make sure I heard
So
this.
she had a match,
You heard it right.
and then got done with that match and only had a 5-minute break until her next match, and used her 5-minute break to breastfeed her newborn baby.
And then she went out there and beat Jacqueline.
If they were the finals match.
Yeah, that was
Who was the Biatch of the week? Biatch?
Saida was.
Zaida. Sorry, you're getting sidelined.
No, negative. You don't have that authority. Only I can take the Biatch of the week.
Can you hit your
Well,
on air button?
We can have two
Yeah.
Biatches of the week since we didn't have a mofo of the week. So maybe Karen needs to be the mofo of the week.
Well, at the state of our male sex right now, then Karen probably could be the mofo of the week.
I mean, she just spit out a baby, is in competition shape already, and breastfed on her 5-minute break, and then won gold at Pans. Like, I love being a woman. We're amazing.
Yes.
Do you guys hear this shit? We can't even say nothing anymore.
Yeah.
If you're on the live stream, let us know how the sound is, and please chat with us.
Well, the live stream was good. I don't know what it is now. They said it was perfect a minute ago.
Yeah.
Like before you touched anything, they said it was 100% on spot.
I haven't touched anything.
Yeah, you turned something up.
Her voice.
My sound, I sound better now.
Okay.
Trying to silence me.
So, let's go on. Well, they're telling us something about chat. So on the chat, they're saying we need to focus on booty and thigh room. Oh, she's talking about the geese.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying. That's what. So maybe we need booty cups. Booty cups. Write that down. Booby cups and booty cups.
Spotswood, just remember this. Booty. Say it again.
Booty.
Booty cups
and booby cups.
And booby cups. And the Muslim Islam geese. I think we have it made.
We're making a lot of money.
So would you take like a minute and try that on
All right,
and
I'll go
come
ahead.
back
I just feel like you guys want to talk about me behind my back and you just want me to get out of the room.
No, not at all.
Whatever.
Shout out to Andrew Spotswood for bringing in some geese.
I do appreciate it, finally.
He's a busy man. He gotten a couple car chases and some other bad stuff. But let's just focus on the good. Focus on the good.
Boomer, if you're listening, Toro, this was my idea, so I'm beating this thing out.
We are going to own this. This is going to be a breadism.
Okay, so this whole booby cup thing.
You steal it. I'm gonna copyright it
You're
tomorrow.
not gonna steal it. He's not gonna copyright it. It's my idea. So
I'm copywriting for you.
We're bidding. Okay, you let us know what you want to do.
Did you just throw me under the bus?
Yes, I did. You threw me under the bus today.
How did I throw you under the bus?
We'll talk about this later. You're on the bread side.
No, I would like to know how I threw you under the bus.
You're on the bread side.
I'm on the bread side.
Can we go on with the podcast instead of trying on geese and shit? What are we doing?
Well, no, that's part of the thing. Yes, Tom. All right. What is, sir? What is the next topic?
Well, we can't have the next topic when one of the co-hosts isn't in here. How are we gonna do the next topic?
We have to.
What do you mean we have to?
This is part of live production.
This is not part of live production.
Have you done live production before, sir?
Yes. Yeah. About 70 or 80.
Fight Lab does not count.
Was it streamed?
I don't know. Was it?
Yes. More viewers than this. On multiple occasions.
I'm trying.
I know you're trying, and you're doing a great job. But right now, we stink because our co-host is not here because she's trying on geese. That probably don't fit.
We have a co-host?
Yeah, she's sitting right over. Well, she's in the empty chair. Casper.
Casper.
By the way, Robert Smith, one of the people on chat, one of the live, wanted to know what you guys are drinking today.
We are back on the Lagunitas. Look at that shit! Come in front of the camera! How does it fit?
All right, so I mean the pants are all the way to the floor, which isn't a big deal.
They'll shrink.
But you know, it's okay. The sleeves, I mean they'll shrink.
Is that the A0?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks good. That's
like
a
with
good looking
female
geese.
geese, they'll
That
kind of
is a
be
good
cut
looking
more, like for
For
like
your
our
hips
curves.
and your curves.
See, this is the stuff that this is a jiu-jitsu podcast that people want to see and people want to know. So if you're giving an honest review of a flesh and blood gi as an A0, please.
Yeah, I mean, for the fact that I am literally a midget, I mean, there's not probably a whole lot of girls that are much shorter than me.
Has another gi that you've put on fresh out the package fit better than that?
That wasn't female
Yes.
cut? Probably not, no. And for how much Andrew charges for these gis, you won't find a better
How much
gi.
is that gi?
That gi is, well, let's leave that off the air because
Okay. Okay. That's a nice looking gi.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought that puke gray would look good. That looks good.
Puke gray. Well, how is puke? That's not even a...
do you want that gi?
What color is that gi? That is puke gray.
Asking me if I want a gi is like, do you want to breathe today? I don't know. I mean,
Do you want that gi?
Christ. Of course I want gis.
All right.
All the gis.
Is she?
Try on the A1 top and let's see what the difference
Are
is.
you wearing a fucking Curtis
Oh,
Cloud shirt
everybody.
on the podcast?
I am wearing
Oh,
Curtis Cloud's
safety
new
first.
sweet ass black and gold. I wish I would have had this for the Too Legit party.
Too legit. Ain't nothing but a gangster.
You wouldn't have been in
pie.
the Too Legit Quit party if you'd walked in here with that Curtis Cloud shirt on.
I love
love
Curtis Cloud shirts.
Yeah, I love Curtis Cloud and I love Curtis Cloud shirts, but at the point in time when that party took place, if you'd walked in here with that, then we would have had a serious disagreement in here and
Wow.
you would have been asked to leave. Turn
Well-
around, what's on the back?
Safety first.
of course.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I don't see why that would have been a problem. I mean, Curtis is a friend.
Because he was fighting one of our teammates?
I know that, but he's
Yeah,
still
that
a
would've
friend.
been a
I don't
problem.
wish bad things on him.
That would have been a problem. That'd have been a problem.
How are those snacks right there, sir?
These snacks are delicious.
Can you show this to the camera, please? These are the Enlightened Fava Bean Crisps. Sponsored by Enlightened.
And where can they get those at?
Check my Charlotte.
Well, we'll go on with the podcast one day, viewers. I'm sure we're going to pick up a lot of viewers this way.
Hey, we're talking about jiu-jitsu stuff. That's what people wanted. They wanted to know more about Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu. And we are providing them more about Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
We're going to try on the A1 top real fast.
Yeah.
See, this is the stuff that people want to see. Darth, as you check your social media.
I'm not checking social media. I was looking at the topics.
All right.
That's a nice look.
So here is the problem. with
So
the
it's too long.
sleeves I'm
So it's
talking
just a
about.
little too long.
But I mean, my arms are really, really short, so you know.
That is a nice gi. though.
That's why. This is why I hate non-female size gi. Like he gave me one of his show-year-old geese that doesn't fit him anymore, and when I start sweating in it, it like gets down and it's like covering my hand, and I'm trying to grapple, and like my hand's like stuck in my gi. It's really annoying.
All right, so this makes, I mean, women out there that are getting into this, you're actually going to probably bring more women viewers to this show because of stuff like this.
I mean, it's feel nice. The collar's comfortable.
The collar's comfortable.
Yeah.
Just the length on the arms.
Yeah.
All right, that's good feedback. Fleshandbloodfightwear.com.
Fleshandbloodfightwear.com. That is a good looking gi. That's a good looking gi.
Do you like the white or do you like the
Puke gray.
peat gray?
I like the white. I don't know. I mean, the puke gray looks good. I'm just saying, for it to be puke gray, it looks awesome.
Okay.
It's just still puke gray. Or puke green. I don't.
I still have my puke gray flesh and blood from like when I first started training.
I can't tell what color that is, but regardless, it was a good looking gi. I love the logos and the embroidery on it. That was phenomenal. That was a phenomenal looking gi.
Yeah, they've came a long way.
Fleshandbloodfightwear.com. Very nice looking gis. If you guys get a chance, go check them out. You can get some really good prices, and it was just awesome. So go ahead, move along with the podcast. What do we have next?
So, I didn't get to look this up. This thing about the German church.
Oh, so I was on the internet surfing today, and I always look for interesting topics that's going to catch everyone's attention. And you guys are on the live Facebook feed. If you don't mind, go over to the YouTube channel, The Bread. The link is actually on my Facebook page underneath this live post. You can go click on it, guys. Please go over there and join on the live feed. That's right, Brian Edwards. It's bread time. I'll take your ass over to the live feed. But anyways, so basically, a church in Germany. Well, can you read the note? Because I've got the.
So 1,000-year-old German church, Hitler bell, will remain in place.
The Hitler bell. What do you guys think about that? I mean, the Hitler bell in a 1,000-year-old German church. I guess obviously the Jewish community wanted them to remove it, and I guess that they said no, we're not going to remove it, and it's going to stay. So I mean, that's what do you think?
Why is it called the Hitler bell?
Well, because it was in honor of Adolf Hitler.
German village votes to keep Hitler bell. Oh, it's got a swastika on it. So I think that's one of those things that should go in a museum. You know?
Along with the Robert E. Lee statues?
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, like they took down that Confederate flag at that state building and put it in a museum.
No, see, this is where the only thing that makes me hesitate to speak on this is because I am not Jewish. But I can speak on this from the opinion of a black man in America as related to the Confederate statues and the memorials to the Confederate soldiers and all that. I know a lot of people want them things removed.
Yep.
I totally agree that the rebel flag should not fly at the State House. Because to me, the rebel flag is a symbol of traitors. They turned against the United States of America, so that flag should not be flown at a state house or our nation's capital. That's my opinion.
Agreed.
But my opinion on the memorials is I want the memorials of the Confederacy to stay in place where they're at. And the reason is this. I'm a firm believer that if history is hidden, history will be forgotten. And if history is forgotten, there's a possibility that it could be repeated.
Yep.
Maybe not in the exact form, but in some form, fashion, or shape, it could be repeated. And I think it's also important that African American children in America coming up have a visual understanding of what took place, why it took place, okay, every angle, and that they see those things, and that I think it's a terrible idea to remove those memorials. And at the end of the day, whether people want to admit it or not, and as a black man, I'm not going to tell somebody, I'm not going to sit there if Brian Edwards, I'm going to use Brian as an example, and I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just using an example because he's my buddy and I know he doesn't mind. If Brian Edwards' great-great-grandfather, Zebediah Edwards, fought for the damn Confederacy, who the hell am I to look at him and say that's not his heritage? That's his heritage. That's his family. That's his family tree. I mean, fuck. I damn sure don't agree with what he did, if that's the case. I damn sure don't think that his great-great-granddaddy Zebediah Papa Edwards was in the right. He's in the fucking wrong. But at the same time, that would be his heritage. So when I hear people say, when some people use the reasoning that that's their heritage, and then other people go, well, you're a hate mongrel. That's bullshit, man. Wake the fuck up. Quit being a damn candy ass.
So I want to bring this back up real fast. The etymology of the N-word, which we talked about long ago, is rooted in a lot of this. So, should we not use the word Nazi anymore? Because that is also an N-word.
Yeah, but
What?
that's not the same application there. That's
No,
not
there's a parallel.
No, there's not. That would be like, no, the parallel would be calling Jews kikes.
Yes, that would be the parallel to the N word as far as to African Americans. The parallel for Jews would be to call a Jewish person a kike.
Okay.
The Nazi was a political party of ass clowns.
Yeah, that's like
Agreed.
Confederacy.
That would be the Confederacy.
Agreed.
That would be the parallel.
Okay.
So, and again, this is why I said I hesitate to speak. I think it's a good topic that we should talk about, but I hesitate to speak on if that bail should stay.
Well, I think it's
I just-
interesting. It says that they decided 10 votes to 3 that the bail should stay, and then a local Protestant church offered to bear the cost of installing a new bail, and they turned it down.
Does this mean that there's 13 people in the fucking village?
Well, no, that's like the council. No, people. I guess some people in the
Wait,
village.
where is that information at? Can you read the link
USA
and then
Today?
and then so can you read the direct quote on that?
In a vote on Monday night, the local council in a small southwestern German village decided by 10 votes to 3 that a Nazi-era bell, complete with the inscription "Everything for the Fatherland," Adolf Hitler, should continue to hang on the local church.
Get rid of. Do you know what the fatherland means? That's not good.
What is it? Explain to us and the viewers what it is.
The fatherland.
Yeah.
That was what.
I guess that's what his.
That was the rallying cry after World War One. The powers that be put on Germany reparations that were never, ever, ever going to be repaid because they just couldn't do it. So along comes this guy through the brew pubs and up through the ranks named Adolf Hitler that creates German unification.
Mhm.
Instead of paying the reparations for World War One, he decides to go on the offensive.
Right.
And that's where we get World War II.
Right. He started building arms and
Correct.
and building the economy of Germany and
for the fatherland.
Right.
So it wasn't the mother. It's not like America, the motherland. It was for the. I can't remember the exact German phrase, but it was for the fatherland, and he rallied everybody behind that. You know, fuck. We're not gonna pay reparations. We're gonna fight this.
Yeah.
And next thing you know.
Which.
Well, it says that.
But they were never, ever going. Let's be honest about this. They were never going to be able to repay those reparations, anyway.
Right. They were ridiculous reparations. They would never be able to pay that.
Never.
Right.
So what other options?
And their economy was shit. And they were supposed to not have any military. I mean, they was.
So what other options do they have? Think about it.
Oh no! If it was America, if we lost a war, and China and Russia put
Reparations
penalties on us,
Yep.
eventually somebody would come along and be like, "Fuck that! We're building our military back up. We're not paying nobody anything, and we're going to get back to whipping some ass." I mean, that's just, I mean that's human nature. But again, And by no means is that defending Germany. That's just, I'm just saying it was common sense as to what he was trying to do. Nobody's going to sit around and starve and let somebody put their foot on their throat.
But of all of both world wars, there has only been one country that has been involved as an Axis power of both.
Yeah, Germany.
Germany.
So what do you guys think? I mean, should they get rid of the bell?
I mean, it says.
I mean, fuck.
Okay, so.
Yes, they should get rid of the
It's been
fucking
there.
bell.
It's been there since 1934.
Put it in a
and
museum.
I guess most people don't realize it's there, or they don't realize. Well, they know a bell is there, but they don't realize the inscription and the fact that it has a swastika on it. So you have babies being baptized and couples getting married in this church, ringing this bell.
That's all symbolism. That's all
Whoa.
symbolism. But once you get old enough to understand why, then that bell needs to go someplace else. Like you said, in a
Well,
museum.
that's what I'm saying. People right now are getting baptized in this church or married in
But
this
they
church.
don't.
with
They
this-
don't.
with
Most of
this-
them probably wouldn't know what that fucking means.
They know what the swastika means.
Yeah,
though.
they know what a swastika
No,
means.
they know what
I'm
the
just saying,
swastika
like, but
means.
how would you feel about getting married in a church when there's a bell with a swastika on it? Like, you wouldn't like that very much. I mean,
Well,
Well,
obviously they don't
I
care.
personally wouldn't do it.
Well, they
but
go and look at the church before they get married.
well, no, they don't know. They probably nobody looks at the bell.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Nobody knows.
Oh, well, okay, but no, let's flip this back to the Confederacy. Do you think in Stone Mountain, Georgia, where they have the carving of Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson, and I forget, maybe is it Jefferson Davis?
I believe it's Jefferson.
Should they get rid of that? If you're saying they should get rid of the bell, why shouldn't they, in your opinion, why should they not get, are you saying the Confederacy isn't as bad as Nazis? Because I would beg
No.
to you that they are.
They didn't exterminate 13 million people.
The Confederacy is a direct line of slavery. I think you need to go
Yes.
back and relook at your numbers.
But they did not kill as many people as the Nazis.
Do you know how many Africans were killed on the way over here?
I understand that.
I think Jews can still speak Hebrew.
Yes.
I think Jews can still practice their religion.
Mm-hmm.
Go find me an African American that can speak, or who even knows what village his ancestors are from.
Yeah, but you're probably talking about ones who were either safe during the war, obviously. So then, of course, that would be saying Africans that are still in Africa still know these things because they're still there. So Jews that remain safe obviously still know their own language and their religion.
I'm not talking about Africans in Africa. I'm talking about the African, the lineage and line of people. For example, me and my family, we don't know what religion our ancestors practiced.
Well,
we don't know
So the
anything
people
about our
there
language.
feel the same way that they feel like it. Some of them feel like the town's history would be covered up if they removed the bell. So same problem over here.
I can see that. Do you, honestly, do you feel that you are better off as a person now than if the Confederacy never happened and slavery never happened and the white man bringing black men to America never happened?
Well, number one, hold on. How the fuck would I know? Because I've never been to Africa.
Okay, so
Number two, to say that is almost sounds like a justification to slavery.
So do you know where your family is from in Africa, though?
No, that was my point.
Okay.
That's one of the greatest evils of slavery
To
here in
a
America.
race heritage.
To
is what you're saying.
eradicate someone's history, heritage, religion, language. That's some serious shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Jews, absolutely. There were millions of them were killed, and it was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, once Hitler and the Nazi forces were done, and they were given their land in Israel or whatever, and they were allowed to go on about their business, they resumed business.
So let's bring a parallel to that to the Native Americans.
Even Native Americans. There's Native Americans that can speak their native language. There's Native Americans that still have touch with their native religion. Their history wasn't eradicated.
Yes, but it's not like they were removed from their land to be brought somewhere else. Somebody came to their land,
Well, I don't think-
eradicated them.
No, they didn't eradicate them. They're still here. They're still here.
They almost did though.
Well, they relocated.
Dude, they're still
them.
here.
They
so
relocated
You can
them.
go to Cherokee right now, and people can speak the Cherokee language.
And they can also gamble, but that's an aside.
But those people, there are still, what I'm saying is there's still people, they didn't take the entire continent of Africa and wipe it out. They didn't kill an entire race of people. Or
Nobody
ruin.
killed an entire race of Jews.
I know that, but I'm saying that there's still people that know their language and religion because they, just like there's Jews that weren't subject to going through what the rest of the ones that got killed did.
And yeah, they know their religion, they know their language in Africa. We're not talking about the people in Africa. We're not talking about the ones that escaped the slave traders. We're talking about African Americans.
Okay, well, there's
And
13 million Jews
brought
then
here.
that don't know their religion or their language because they're dead, is what I'm saying.
Okay, there's 13 fucking million African Americans that were dead.
Okay, let me ask you this: do you consider yourself African American or American?
African American.
Okay.
That's my race.
Okay, explain.
There's a difference between a race and a nationality. My nationality is I'm American.
Okay.
My race is I'm African American.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Do you see?
No, I mean, you asked me a question, I answered it. Do you understand that?
I understand it.
Okay, all right.
And,
so
I'm,
go
and, I'm,
ahead.
and I'm asking you another
Okay,
question.
so go ahead.
Do you?
Because this whole thing started because you basically said, in your own words, pretty much, that what happened to the Jews was worse than what happened to African Americans, which is why the Confederate statue shouldn't be took down, but the bell should.
The recorded history of what happened to the Jews, the recorded history, is worse of what happened to the Jews.
What recorded history did you read?
Nuremberg.
No. Of the African Americans.
Well, a lot of that stuff was not
Have you ever
properly recorded.
have you ever read Beyond the Mayflower?
I don't think I have.
Then read it.
Okay.
Then you can talk to me.
But
But on the other hand, how much have you read on?
I've read a shitload. It's in the damn history books in school. I had to sit through it.
I'm not talking about the African American.
About the
history, I'm
Jews?
talking about the Jews.
Yeah, I've read a shitload of it. I had to learn it in school. Everybody had to learn it in school. What did you have to learn about the African
we
slave
did.
trade?
We learned all
We
that.
learned, I mean, yeah.
You did?
Hmm?
Okay, well, roundabout. You told me 13
I
million
remember
Jews were killed.
I remember as much of that as I do about the Jews. That was his number.
Well, then
not
give me
mine.
the figure of Africans that were killed on the way over from the slave trade.
I couldn't tell you because I just said I remember about as much of that as I do about the Jews.
And
But
I don't think they
hold on, but
recorded
you
it
remember
properly.
you remember the 13 million?
No, I didn't. He did.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, then give me the number for Africans.
I don't think it was recorded properly.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying. It's not recorded.
I still think, for the most part, and this is part of the problem, that you're speaking strongly about stuff that you don't know.
I'm not speaking strongly. I'm speaking of the things
No,
that
I think you're
do
getting
know.
you're getting upset instead of
No,
This is
trying to
intellectual.
educate people.
No. I said, based off of his opinion on the bell, does he think also that the statues and stuff should be taken out of Stone Mountain, Georgia? His response was, no.
Going back to your exact thing about if history is eradicated, then it will repeat itself.
Yeah, so why would that not apply in Germany?
Put it in the museum and teach people about it. Like
I thought
she's
we-
saying.
No,
I thought we
no,
said that
no,
about
no.
the statues too, to put that
No.
in museums.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's not what I said. I'm talking about you.
Okay.
So if you're basing it off of that, and you're applying it here in America,
Mhm.
then wouldn't you apply it over in Germany?
Yeah, I said take the bell down. I don't think the bell should be up.
No, but what I'm saying is this: the whole thing about the history being repeated,
Hmm?
okay, was a grounds for leaving the landmarks, not taking them down.
That's not why he said. That's not the same.
That wasn't the
That was
correlation.
separate. No, that was a separate.
That was a separate.
Okay,
I
all right.
promise. No,
Okay,
he did
let's-
not say that
let's-
about that.
Let's move
statues.
on. Let's move on. Let's go on to something else. Because it's a little bit of the same as normal.
What's next?
Are we good?
I'm good.
Are you
Okay.
good?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
great.
good?
I'm great. Let's go on.
What's next?
Grumpy Cat.
Perfect.
Copycat.
Grumpy Cat wins $700,000 in federal case over identity. Which I don't even know who the fuck Grumpy Cat is.
I don't either.
I just picked this off of the news article when I was
So
Googling.
you came up with topics that you didn't even research
Yes,
yourself.
because it's my show.
So should you research this stuff?
No, because I just give it to you guys, then you can research it while I'm here at practice.
Well, I didn't get it until after 6 o'clock, so.
Well, you should start
Grumpy
the show
Cat
at 5.
I can't pull up my notes.
Grumpy Cat was that meme or whatever.
That's what Grumpy Cat is?
You got your
I thought
phone
Grumpy Cat, I thought they were talking about fucking Garfield.
No, Grumpy Cat's a real cat, and they used his pictures to make memes because his face looks grumpy.
Say what?
You have a phone in your hand and it Googles things.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, I tell you what, let's do this. We'll come back to the Grumpy Cat thing next week.
What made you bring up the Grumpy Cat?
Because when I Googled weird news articles, that was that was one of the top 2
Grumpy
things that
Cat.
came up.
You've never seen this cat before.
No, I thought Grumpy Cat was Garfield.
That is pretty funny.
I literally thought Grumpy Cat was Garfield. That's the only Grumpy Cat I've ever heard of. I thought maybe the guy that created Garfield got pissed off, or somebody was like, making up another name for Garfield.
For Garfield?
Like Grumpy Cat, and so he sued him. That's what I thought.
No, there is a real Grumpy Cat.
And so he won $750,000. Excuse me, $700,000.
The cat did?
Oh, I'm sure this cat's already made probably more than that.
Well, he just won a $710,000 payout in copyright lawsuit, is what it says. It said it was made famous online because it's permanent scowl and been awarded $700. What I want to know is who gets the $710,000?
The owners. There's been a Grumpy Cat movie, Grumpy Cat toys.
Wait. There's been a Grumpy Cat movie?
Yes. There's been clothes.
Have you seen it?
No.
$710,000 to a cat or the owner of a cat. So I guess my question is,
it was against a Grenade beverage for violating Grumpy-related intellectual property in the coffee business.
What?
What is a Grenade beverage?
That's the company, the name of the company.
Grenade
It's
beverage?
Grenade. I guess they were making Grumpy Cat Grumpuccinos.
So, was Grumpy Cat copyrighted at any point in time?
I'm sure. I mean, I'm telling you, these people have made God knows how much money off this stupid cat.
So that means that I can put 2 words together and it can be an adjective and a noun and I can copyright it. And no one else can use
We're
it.
talking about the likeness of the cat's face.
I'm not talking like Fat Batman, Grumpy Cat.
Yeah, we're not talking about the words Grumpy Cat, we're talking about the cat. They're using
So they were using the cat's face.
Yes.
Okay, I get that.
Which makes you wonder then, is that a copyright infringement?
They've probably
they paid for
covered
the
their-
copyright.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They've actually paid the licensing fee for that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's.
I bet because it says trademark. I bet the licensing fee for that is astronomical.
It is astronomical.
For the Batman?
Yes.
Okay,
They do superheroes, so if you want anything else, let me know.
Oh, so they have more than just Batman.
Yes.
Okay, so they're selling a shitload of these.
Yes.
So they're probably making their money off, past whatever they're paying for the trademark.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that makes sense. So I wonder. This is where I get confused with the copyright stuff.
Would you like a beer for that or not?
No,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
You're not drinking beer tonight.
No, not at all.
I'm very
This
upset with you.
is where I get confused about copyright stuff. How does Grumpy Cat get $710,000 and Toro BJJ makes a shirt which is copyrighted? I think it says "Live to Roll, Roll to Live," and King's Geese uses that along with MMA Warehouse, and they don't get
Did they
any
sue
money.
them?
I think so.
Who's?
I mean, it was pretty.
Who sued who? Because I know the owners
Toro.
of MMA
Toro.
Warehouse.
Unless Toro lawyered up and filed a lawsuit. I mean, and who knows how long that can sit around.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say, because I've heard that if you sue somebody for on copyright infringement, it's gonna cost you a lot of money,
Right.
a
Yes.
lot of time.
Yes.
Okay, but Grumpy Cat,
It's worth Grumpy Cat to do it because that's a lot of money for them that they stand to make. I mean, I don't know how much they paid in lawyer fees, obviously, but Toro probably isn't worth it for them to pay a lawyer.
a lawyer. $710,000. Let that sink in for a minute. That's close to $750,000 bucks.
How much did they make? Did they disclose how much they made off of the Grumpy Cat name or Grumpy Cat image?
The owners of the cat over time, I have no idea. They've probably made millions off this cat.
It's an arbitrary number.
Whose name is Tartar Sauce, by the way? His real name.
The cat?
Yeah.
Tartar sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be called Grumpy Cat and your fucking name is Tartar Sauce. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Tartars. Okay, wait a minute. Wouldn't you think then that if you was the company that was being sued, then one of your defenses would be, well, that's not even the cat's.
No, because they probably have his face and Grumpy Cat.
Oh, okay. So I'm wondering then, that shirt you have on, Curtis Cloward,
Uh-huh.
if he hasn't trademarked that, and we took that shirt, because that is a pretty damn unique looking shirt.
Mhm.
Even though we all know that is Curtis Cloward's face.
Is there a trademark or a registration or anywhere around that face?
I'm sure that, no. He probably
Because that would make a damn cool shirt.
That would. I mean, we could also do like the Shroud of Turin of your face and make a shirt.
Not like that.
No. Because he doesn't
That
have
looks
glasses,
good.
you know?
Like that looks
And
unique.
like, and you see it, and you just automatically can picture Curtis's face.
Well, even if you don't know
Okay.
Curtis's face, that just says
Yeah. So I can tell you, so his wife, well, his wife stole it from him, I guess. He used to have one that was a gray shirt with a black outline for his face. And Regina wears it all the time at their house.
my wife
Well,
walks around and is fucking ridiculous.
So I went to the Comedy Zone with Regina one time, and Curtis happened to be there, and I was like, "Oh, Curtis is there," and she's like, "I don't know who that is." I was like,
He's
"That
wearing your
guy
shirt.
on the shirt you have," and she was like, "Oh, it looks just like him. Yeah, I recognize him."
But
Like,
she loves the shirt.
yeah,
That's why I'm saying that shirt right there. And like I'm not gonna do. I would never do
Let
this.
me see that.
I would never steal that. But I'm just saying, you could take that face and put it on a shirt and put underneath it,
Yeah.
roll to live, roll to be happy, or do jujitsu, be happy, or something. I mean,
Eat
just
sushi
something.
rolls.
Eat Tootsie Rolls, and I mean that shirt just pops. And the gray one with the simple black
So-
outline was
Yeah.
better than that.
yeah, the gray
So
one
a
was good too.
so a unique image and a unique face probably could be copyrighted and trademarked a lot easier than just some face and some ears and some glasses.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, it has to sell, or it's not worth trademarking, right? Like that thing's. I'm telling you that right
I
there.
think
is money.
everybody in Charlotte has one of these shirts.
Everybody in the world would buy that.
I don't.
Well, you're the
That's
only
'cause
one.
you don't know
I
Curtis.
I walked into Rickion
I know
to
of
get this
Curtis.
shirt,
Yeah, you know of him.
and everybody in Rickion already has this shirt
Already
on.
has it.
Yeah,
Is he making them and selling them?
he just
yeah.
had this batch made.
He did, and again, he did this for his last fight.
So Curtis, trademark that quickly before somebody else does.
And the name. The other thing is this: the nickname goes perfect with the shirt. Safety first. Look at that shirt, and then think safety first.
Glasses.
I mean, that just
You never punch a man with glasses.
Curtis, you could be a millionaire. I think. I mean, I know. If I didn't know Curtis, and I saw the safety first and that, I would buy it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't.
Dude, why wouldn't I? Tell me why I wouldn't.
Because you already have one.
Actually, I don't have one.
Get it back.
His wife
Get
stole
it
it.
back from Regina.
Gina took my wife took the shirt and walks around the house with it, even though she knew he was fighting Derek. And I was like, honey, you can't wear the shirt. And she was like, why? I said he's fighting Derek. She was like, okay. And then I come in the next
You have
day
this.
and she
You have
goes,
that
"Shirt."
juju thing about you.
What?
Bad juju.
Yeah, what does it matter?
About what?
It's a T-shirt.
I mean, you can't wear it because he's fighting somebody. That's like bad juju stuff.
I mean, you used to
What the fuck
manage
does
the guy.
Bad juju mean?
Bad luck.
I don't understand. I don't follow what you're saying.
Because he's saying that you're thinking it's bad luck that she's wearing the shirt because Derek was going to fight him.
No, I don't think it's bad luck.
So why would you not let her just wear the shirt
Because,
arbitrarily?
for example, I like Carolina Panthers colored.
Okay.
When they played the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl,
Well, we're not saying she's going to wear the shirt to the fight.
I just didn't. I wouldn't wear the Carolina Panthers shit.
Do you have your yarmulke yet?
No. Yarmulke. I don't wear yarmulkes.
So, you guys are drawing this out tonight. Toro Cup.
That's what we do.
Oh, the Toro Cup card. Good God. If you were...
I wish I would have made a list of...
Jesus.
I mean, because I can't even remember half of them. I'm pissed. I'm honestly...
I could pull it up on Facebook.
Fucking pissed because I have to work that day. And so I can't come.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what, though? And actually, man, this is crazy. Well, I mean, I have to go. But somebody asked me to do something today that...
You have to go?
To the Toro Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody asked me to do something today that I really, really, really want to do because it's for a great cause. And I'll talk to you about that more. But, you know, I got to go to the Toro Cup because Kenny's competing in it.
Right.
But this card is absolutely 100% the most stacked grappling card I've ever seen.
How long do you
in
think
North
this
Carolina.
event's going to last?
That's why I'm almost wondering if they're serious because the damn thing, if
It starts at 11.
If it starts at 11 and each match is what, 12 minutes,
And it has overtime.
and then they have an
I
overtime,
think it's 10 and then maybe...
and those are well matched matches. Those aren't
Yeah.
turd matches. I mean, I saw. I mean, I'll see if I can get it up. North Carolina BJJ community. I mean, I literally going to be scrolling forever trying to get through these matches. There is Daniel Charles Frank versus Josh Murdoch.
I didn't even hear about that. I haven't even seen
I haven't
that
heard
one
about
yet.
that one either.
I've seen like 20 of them, and I have not even seen that one.
Yeah, John Shell versus Philip Wyman.
So that was, they just did that, right?
Yeah. Greg Walker versus Heath Chapman. These are all black belt matches.
Yeah.
Then scrolling down, Cliff White versus Isaac July Jr. That is ridiculous. That's what's that, 4? Then Tim Hahn versus Scotty Allen Dennis. And scrolling down, good grief, there was a lot of posts here. Tulsa Simpson versus Matt Zora. Iman Leary versus Gennari Benavince. Brett Bieber versus Matt Messer.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, every one of these matches are Nick Walters versus Stafford Hamilton.
Ooh,
God,
good
that's
gosh.
going to be killer.
So what is the setup for the Toro Cup per match? What is the round limit? And
I think it's 10-minute sub only, right?
10-minute sub only.
And then they have an overtime. Is there 2 overtimes?
When I was down there, it was 1. I only saw 1.
Maybe the overtime has points.
No, nah, it don't have points. It was, I don't remember. I don't remember. It's like a 5-minute overtime, I think. I don't know. But all I know is they literally have 15 grappling matches minimum on this thing. There's probably 20. This thing is packed, and I mean,
because you haven't even listed off a bunch of the ones I know of.
Yeah,
Personally.
I ain't even got to some of the brown belts and blue belts, but there is another match going on April 28th that I have to talk about, and then we'll go back to Toro. Serious Grappling. My friend Justin Decker is putting it on down in Myrtle Beach, or somewhere close to Myrtle Beach. And CJ Murdoch is taking on Jacob McClintock from TikTok Jiu-Jitsu. Guys, if you've never seen Jacob McClintock grapple, he is a beast. He's one of Bill Cooper's black belts, and Jacob is a monster. And CJ is super experienced, been grappling for a long time, and he's turned the corner since he's been over at Tops. I just don't know. There's too much jiu-jitsu going on. Like, we got seminars, we got Toro Cup, then we got Serious Grappling. Like, I think the only break...
Packed 6 weeks.
Yeah, for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah, Gordon Ryan's coming to Raleigh and down into Spartan Academy.
Oh, the Spartan Invitational.
We
and
have to go to
the same
that.
day as the Spartan Invitational.
Yes.
He's going to be in Myrtle Beach
Yeah,
that
he's
day.
gonna be, yeah, fuck.
That seminar is already sold out.
Yeah.
I have to work that fucking day, too.
So you're being Myrtle Beach. So what are you doing in Myrtle Beach exactly?
I'm doing a seminar March 24th in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
And on the same day on March 24th is the Spartan Invitational and the Gordon Ryan seminar down on the other side of South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina.
And that sold out already?
Yeah, that
Oh,
one's
I'm
sold
sure,
out. Yeah. There's just too much stuff going on. There's too much
He's
stuff.
gonna be in Raleigh on the day before on the 23rd. That's fucking sold out.
Of course.
Yeah. And then March 31st here is Emmanuel Oliveira.
Yep.
Then April the 7th is the Geese for GI seminar.
Yep.
I said it right.
Yep.
Did I? Yeah. Geese
Yep.
for GIs.
Yes.
And then April 14th is the Toro Cup. And there's a strong possibility that there's going to be a seminar for Scott Shields.
His funeral's tomorrow, by the way.
Okay. All right. But do you know where?
I don't have all the details
Okay.
yet.
All right. So April 14th will be a seminar for actually it's for Scott Shields' son, I think, is the way it was explained to me. And April 14th is the Toro Cup. April 21st, I think that's the only break that the damn state of North Carolina and South Carolina gets from jiu-jitsu. And then April 28th is the serious grappling down at Myrtle Beach with C.J. Murdoch. And also on that card, Johnny Buck is grappling I think, Will Schaefer. I don't know if anyone knows him. I've never heard him. I'm not familiar with some of the schools down in South Carolina that deep, but there's a lot of good jiu-jitsu going on. And then May 5th is Atlanta IBJJF.
We just had IBJJF Atlanta.
It seems like it.
I'm sorry,
but
in May?
Yep.
yeah, May 5th.
Are
I
you-
didn't even see. I just looked at their schedule today.
They don't have it open for registration yet, I don't think.
Oh.
Pull it up real fast. See what they say.
So May 5th is Atlanta IBJJF. So there's a lot of jiu-jitsu stuff going on. A lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm going to do on April 14th. Like, I'm going to have to... I already said I was going to tailgate. I may have to get a room the night before and the day of. Because that's just too much fun. And I got to be in the front row. I got to be sitting down, like, on Matt's side. Like, I got to get up close and personal. I gotta see
So DC is April 7th and 8th
Where at?
in DC.
Okay.
Washington, D.C.
I got you.
And
You have one big gray hair that is killing me. I mean, that thing is, like, scraggly.
I'm getting a haircut tomorrow.
I'm just saying, it's not about the hair, dude. It's just one hair. I don't think that thing might be that long. Pull it.
I'm thinking, where is it? Right here?
I said the beard, not the...
Oh, down here?
Yeah, you're
I get
disgusting.
that-
You wouldn't
I
pick
get
your
that
nose.
face.
okay, now I see it.
Why would you grab your nose when I said there's a hair? You
Well,
thought- you
I
have
was
nose
looking
hair?
where you're pointing.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, May 5th I'll be busy, so I can't go to that.
what do you got May 5th?
The concert we already have tickets to.
Oh, okay.
What concert?
Carolina Rebellion. Me and Eddie go every year. It's like the same weekend he gets out of school. And so he gets home from school and we go straight to that concert.
Who's playing at Carolina
Oh,
Rebellion?
Jesus Christ. I would
no.
it's a giant, it's 3 days worth of bands
Oh, wow. Where's this at?
in Charlotte, Concord,
At Verizon Amphitheater?
PNC.
PNC. Same thing.
No? Is it? No.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not the amphitheater.
Right.
It's at those fucking, it's on the road that Concord Mills is on. That giant patch of land of nothingness right there at the across the street from the drag strip.
Yeah, that's PNC Pavilion. That used to be Verizon Amphitheater, right?
I think
I don't
Verizon
know.
amphitheaters are separate. I don't know. Anyway,
You talking about here in Charlotte?
Yeah.
Concord, whatever.
Oh,
I
that's
thought
in Concord?
I thought Verizon Amphitheater got changed to PNC Pavilion. I could be wrong.
I
I could be wrong.
Okay, so, Nicole, what was your topic for tonight?
Oh yeah. So you gave me approximately 5 minutes to come up with a topic.
4 minutes and 32 seconds. I was quite proud of myself.
I feel like you did that on purpose, so
I
that
did.
I
Of course
would
you
be
did.
well prepared, which is fine because I already knew. Like, even though you still had yet to send me your list of topics, I knew that it would be really heavy, annoying things. So today, I just want to talk about the fact that renowned physicist and cosmologist Stephen Hawking
Passed away. Yes, he did.
on Pi Day, on Albert Einstein's birthday. This man couldn't have planned it better. I'm so proud of him.
Wait, pi is
Is Stephen Hawking the guy in the wheelchair?
Pi, the
3.21, I
the
thought.
3.14,
3.14.
314.
3.14255 6 7.
Oh, you're talking about the numbers.
Yeah, pi,
Yeah, pi.
the mathematical
The little symbol.
thing. That's why it's such a big deal that he died on Pi Day, 3.14.
When I think of pie,
PI. The PI pie.
I don't think of 3.14. I think of
Pizza.
okay,
Apple.
we'll go with pizza. Yeah, we'll go with pizza. Yeah, I better back up and go with pizza. You're right, I agree. I think of pizza. Good save. Glad you stopped me.
I'm here.
I didn't say.
Gonna say.
I didn't say that.
I can read your mind.
And that's a negative.
What day is that in the calendar?
So Stephen Hawking's, I guess for the viewers and for me, because I never kept up with any of that shit, never really had interest. Tell us what he did.
So Stephen Hawking.
Theoretical physicist.
Yeah, he
Confined to
explored
a
a lot
wheelchair.
of the gravity and properties of black holes, and tried to figure out how the hell we got here.
And no doubt, if you were, I mean, literally, if you're stuck in a wheelchair and you can't move or do anything for the rest of your life, you're going to do theoretical physics.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he was already, extremely intelligent person. I mean, that's just something you're born with. So he was diagnosed with ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, in his early 20s. He wasn't expected to live past 25, and he died at 76.
76.
So that's a miracle.
And we would not have a lot of the, I don't think like the people like Neil deGrasse Tyson or other theoretical physicists would be around without Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we'll see another
If you guys
person
want,
on his level for a long
if
time.
you guys want your minds blown, there is a show called How the Universe Works, and it is phenomenal. That's what I said.
So do you guys
watching
think
all
that
night.
he's one of the smartest men that has ever lived?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And
I think a cool thing about him, even though he was obviously a very deep thinker, is that he, and I think that this might be partially due to his physical handicap, he really tried to do things and have fun and live life. Like, I think he made an appearance on he did something for The Simpsons, he was on The Big Bang Theory, he was on Star Trek. So
a great skit of him on Family Guy of him having sex with another woman in a wheelchair.
So,
I'm just saying.
and I read that he was also a prankster, so that's pretty cool to know that, you know.
So
Wow.
So do you guys know what string theory is?
No. Explain to us, please.
So string theory gets down to the basis that matter. Say you're looking at your hand, and they found that they believe that there are these things called strings that vibrate at different frequencies, and how the frequency that they vibrate at determines the mass that they have. So when you're actually looking at your hand, even though it looks like a physical object, it is nothing but a bunch of strings put together, vibrating at a frequency to create mass. That's the easiest way I can explain it without going into mathematics.
So is that why, like on the kung fu movies, when they raise the hand up, the sound goes?
That's why when they do. That's why they do this. They go, "I'm going to break you."
I saw a porn star do that. I did. So proud of myself.
Why did I show up every
Do you remember?
I just keep on showing up. I don't know.
Trying to think of a name. Okay, I take
Stormy
that.
Daniels.
Okay, I'm lying.
Stormy
Stormy
Daniels. Did you just get a movement on your watch?
Did you?
Huh? Oh, I had a.
Or are you checking your
I had a
time?
text.
Does anybody know if she won?
Nah.
I ain't kept up with it this week. Stormy, like, does she have to? She still can't talk about
So
it.
we were still on my topic. I wanted to say a quote of his is, "Life would be tragic if it weren't funny." And I think that's great.
I honestly thought for a minute. Shoot, never mind. Okay, good. That is a good quote. Life. Say it again.
Life would be tragic if it weren't funny.
Life would be tragic. Tragic. If it wasn't
So, do you believe in an afterlife?
funny. No.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
I believe you're going to the grave.
So you believe as soon as your eyes shut, that's it, lights out.
No, I'm just talking about I think you go into the dirt, like we're gonna get burned up.
Explain.
Well,
You die.
you
He
die.
thinks you die.
they
Okay,
put
you die.
They
So-
put you in a really hot oven and they
So
burn you to ashes,
do you-
or they put you 6 feet in the ground.
where does your consciousness go?
Oh, no, oh yes, I believe. Oh, I thought you was talking about like heaven and hell and all that stuff. I do, yeah, I do believe there's something, somewhere, something goes on. I don't know what it is.
Amen. You? Come on.
We're not gonna laugh at you. Go ahead.
I'm not worried about you guys laughing at me. I'm worried about my mother listening to this podcast.
Why does she hold some secret power over you that we don't know about?
No,
Mama's girl.
no, she's just, you know.
So, what do you believe happens?
I believe in science.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
I mean, that's an answer.
That's
It's better than mine. I just can't give. I can't tell you what I think happens because I don't know.
Well, let's be honest. Nobody fucking knows. Not
pretty
one
good.
person on this earth
Nah.
fucking knows what happens when we die. Faith, whatever you want to call it, nobody knows for sure.
Not even the Pope.
No.
Not even the Pope.
Not even Stephen Hawking, who spent his entire life trying to figure it out.
Oh. What about the aliens? Do you think the aliens that were holding the Area 51? Do you think they know?
Maybe.
Do you think they have an idea?
The aliens?
Yeah.
Like Heaven's Gate aliens?
I don't know. Like Men in Black aliens? Hey, they got that shit from somewhere.
Of course they
I'm a
do.
firm believer Hollywood it has a firmer grasp on things that have happened.
I mean,
and
I
going to
can't.
happen than
I mean,
anyone.
after like watching watch one documentary on Netflix about you know, space and how fucking giant it is. I mean, it's kind of silly to think that we would be the only life forms. I mean,
I agree with
the
that.
other ones, you know, might not be as advanced, or maybe they're hella more advanced. I mean, they might not look like us, but we can't be the only ones.
Well, they can't be too advanced. We called them on Men in Black.
Touche.
Well, we haven't caught them in real life, so
Yes, we have. We have them in Area 51.
where's the rest of them?
They're floating around. We couldn't get them.
For all we know, they've caught some of us.
They are garbage.
They
men.
did. They did. Didn't you see what was it? That movie, like when you was.
Encounters of this,
Ask anybody in the Midwest. They've been fucking abducted and probed.
Strange Encounters of the Third Kind. I can't remember. the
Okay,
name
you know
of
what I'm
it.
talking about?
Yes, I do.
Hey, again, it came from somewhere.
Somebody's mind.
Do you guys remember that movie Minority Report?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember how they could move the screens back and forth and like rewind
Do you
see
know
what
how
happened?
actually how that is becoming true?
That's my point. But when the movie first came out, everybody like was ooh and ah, but then they was like, whatever, that's not real. That couldn't take place. That couldn't happen. If you go back and you watch some of the older movies, like Blade Runner, and some of the stuff that goes on, even Star Wars, some of the stuff that goes on in that.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. And everybody laughed. They're like, well, that's cool, but that's make believe. But look at the stuff that's going on today.
Totally agree.
I mean, look, you can say Siri, and iPhone comes on.
Well, Siri's not the brightest
No.
AI.
Yeah, if we're gonna talk about intelligence on AI, let's not talk about Siri. Let's talk about that robot that got a citizenship in that one country.
Or the robot that can do backflips,
Yeah, the one we were talking about.
and the dog robot that can carry guns.
I saw a robot dancing on a pole.
You know they have refrigerators now that can actually scan the inside of your refrigerator, tell you when you're low on milk, and order milk for you.
That's awesome. That's
Pretty-
fucking
It's
awesome.
pretty fucking scary.
Probably gives you cancer.
It's not scary. By the time they start making Terminators, we'll be dead.
Elon Musk, just for the fuck of it, launched a car into space. Because he could.
Is that car just gonna float around forever, or what?
God knows it's going to be up there with the
I didn't
rest of
know.
the fucking space junk floating
I
around.
didn't get to watch the video of that. I miss everything.
He launched a car into space.
Yeah.
Launched a car into space.
He
Launched a
also-
Tesla into space.
He's also the guy that wants to send people on a one-way trip to fucking Mars.
But he also believes that we are going to reach the uncanny valley very soon, and that AI. So the uncanny valley, just for listeners out there, is a point in time where humans look at artificial intelligence and are actually repulsed by it because of how real it becomes. And then you have to talk about the singularity, and then you start getting into Stephen Hawking stuff. The singularity is the point of which humans and machines are equal. And then you have a machine that is able to actually recreate its own code and take over the world, basically.
Why are you saying that and looking at me like that's impressive? I watched the first Terminator. That would never impress me.
All right, my bad.
I'm just saying. I'm being serious. Like that doesn't impress me. I thought this back when I was 7 years old when I saw the first Terminator movie. I literally, in my mind, I said, you know what? That's probably going to be real. I swear. I've always looked at stuff like that. If I see it in a movie, I've never doubted that it would come to fruit. So you don't impress me.
It's going to be real. I mean, it's already real.
I know, but what's really real is that you don't impress me with that. You're not going to scare me, okay? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me think you're going to put a refrigerator in here that's going to scan and tell me when the
Why
waters
is he
are
so
low.
paranoid?
He is paranoid. He's very
What did you
paranoid.
slip him?
Nothing. I can't even have
That's why I'm not drinking beer anymore on here.
He must have been.
'Cause I feel like you guys have
Smoking.
have been
something.
trying to talk around me and talk down when I'm drinking and stuff like that. So I consulted the Oracle. I can't tell you the name, but he said probably shouldn't drink alcohol around them.
You're serious.
I'm dead serious. The Oracle would never lie to me.
Who's the Oracle?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
How would she know? You think I'm going to reveal the Oracle to her?
Probably Regina.
No.
Well,
That's
there,
who-
well,
that's
there,
who
there
tells
goes
him
our
what to do
there,
in
go- there
life.
goes our viewership.
No,
Yeah.
Regina would never have the insight.
Well,
of-
Regina says this isn't any fun, so you should drink beer because you're boring now.
Told you.
So that's what that oracle says.
You can tell that Oracle that there's an easy fix to that. Tell her to turn the damn thing off. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And we've lost chat.
Are people chatting? You're not even telling us what people are saying.
Diane Siegel just says y'all are a mess.
Fuck.
Yeah, she said that dude like 30 minutes
Diane.
ago. I'm sorry.
Would you come here and take over
That's
my
why
spot
I
on
asked
the
you
podcast?
to feed me because I'm busy running the show.
Hey man, she came in here with Chipotle.
Nobody
That
asked.
set the mood
Nobody
bad
asked
right
me.
there. That just
Can you?
I'm sorry. Did anybody message me ahead of time and ask me to bring food? You could barely send me the damn topics on time.
you see what I'm talking about? That's why
I had
bringing
that.
it right there. You hear that?
Nobody asked me for food.
The Oracle. He never lies.
You're hurting my feelings.
It's not meant to hurt your feelings. It's just a fact. The Oracle tells the truth.
I'm not bringing beer anymore.
There's no need because I'm not drinking it. So I would hope you wouldn't bring beer.
So
anymore.
Regina wants to know: is she supposed to talk during a roll or not?
Yes.
During the jiu-jitsu roll.
Yes. And then she asked if she's supposed
That's
to
a
laugh or
great-
not laugh. I think because I got on her and Megan because I was trying to film a fucking video of them, and every time I pointed the camera on her and Megan, they were laughing and goofing off. I can't get a video of them two.
I mean, I talk when I roll. And I laugh when I roll.
So you were filming them and
I was trying.
and it just failed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good subject for another day. Is it okay to talk and laugh during rolls?
She doesn't even know if she's supposed to have her eyes open or closed.
What's your answer?
I'm failing my white belts.
What's your answer?
Well, I mean, I don't close my eyes, but sometimes I don't always look at what I'm doing either. Like, and she said something to me about it before. A lot of people do when I'm in somebody's guard. I look up at the ceiling, and that's just something that probably came from him. I don't need to see, because if I look down at what's going on, then my posture's bad. So,
You look down, your head goes down.
so no, you might not need to close your eyes, but maybe you don't need to watch exactly what's going on. You just need to feel what you're doing.
Sometimes you need to look them in the eye, though, and make it really weird.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to whisper in the air. If you ask John Piper, get on my back.
He just sings the fucking national anthem.
I don't sing the national anthem.
Don't lie.
Did I sing the national anthem?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
What up with who?
Me.
No, I did not. You're making stuff up. When did I sing the national anthem to you? Number one,
Last Friday.
while we were rolling,
Yes.
I was probably looking for a reaction.
Yeah. Well, you see how his mental state's doing. He doesn't even remember. That's why he
we're gonna
can't
have a
drink
chat.
beer.
We're gonna have a chat after this podcast to see what's going on because this is
Something's wrong with him.
yes.
I can't continue on like this, guys.
All right.
Go to your main topic.
Oh man, I can't do the main topic tonight. I'm exhausted.
See?
I'm exhausted. I feel like we have enough quality material in this podcast that we could probably advertise it.
This podcast
And-
could be on nighttime radio to put you to sleep.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think there's a lot of people who probably enjoy this. When I put this out tonight, I think a lot of people's gonna probably want to watch it.
I will look at the statistics.
I'll tell you what.
And
If
report
you
back to
don't
you.
send me the email address, text it to me. The email address and password to our hate mailbox.
TheBreadsKitchen@gmail.com.
I said text it to me. What part of that did you misunderstand?
I will tell, but everybody else can send hate mail. TheBreadsKitchen@gmail.com.
So this is why
The
we're not
Bread's
doing the main
Kitchen.
topic tonight.
At gmail.com.
She just emasculated you, sir.
well, you
She just
no,
talked
no,
down to you.
nobody knows.
And you just responded, accordingly. Technically,
Bread's
off.
So Nicole,
Which one was that?
welcome
Which one
to
was
Nicole's
that? So I
podcast. What would you like to talk about?
Oh, we should talk about how awesome women are.
Women are
Yeah,
awesome.
can't
So
get
what
enough
was?
of that.
Let's talk about the main. What was the main issue tonight?
The main
Let's
issue.
bring it up.
Apparently.
Are you going to behave?
no, I'm about to leave.
I'm not coming tomorrow.
That'd be a great idea. That would be real smart.
I think I'm sick.
Go ahead and do that.
Why do I do this?
I don't know. You got me into this mess.
I got us both in this mess.
You did.
I apologize.
And then I tried to leave, and you drugged me back in.
No, you did that.
You were in there helping.
Look, 48K. You just need to calm down over there and hit that button.
What's 48K mean?
Did I come back home? Whoa. Oracle, you are so smart.
I think the oracle's in his head. He has voices in his head. Surprise, surprise.
Just for that, hand me one of those beers. That was a phenomenal. Dude, I want that right there. What is that?
That is a grenade shaker. You may have that, sir, if you really want that.
Grenade.
He's just gonna leave it here at the gym and never remember he had it in the first place.
Oh, this is for like protein powders and stuff. Oh, and it is shaped like a grenade. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. Thank you, sir.
Can we get on to our main topic now? Wait.
Can you have a sip
Can
of
you
your
have a
fucking
sip of your beer,
please?
please?
Put it in your fucking Batman koozie.
All the
Take
money
a
that I
sip of
spend
beer.
on this podcast, this is how you treat me.
God. Drug me out here. I'm losing fucking sleep right now to be here at this podcast.
I mean, we're an hour and a half in. It's technically over right now anyway. This would be a phenomenal subject for next week. We would have it set. And you guys could actually do some research on this.
No,
I
because
don't
you're
need
in
to do research
no,
on
'cause
it.
you're in a bad mood, and I want to know why you're in a bad mood.
You know what?
That has nothing to do with the main topic.
He is in a bad mood. We should.
What does that have to do with the main topic?
Because you've ruined
And-
the main topic.
But listen. The simple fact that I'm in a bad mood and I express it, okay, and I'm direct.
Regina,
Hold
why
on.
is he in a bad
That
mood?
right
You
there.
know?
That,
Why are you in a
that
bad
right there?
mood?
Wait a minute. That right there totally shows that I've not been emasculated like the rest of you
No,
fuckers.
because you
don't
didn't.
care about being
You
emasculated.
didn't come out and say I'm in a bad mood today, guys. You're just being
Bitch assiness.
You're just being bitch assity.
Number one, anybody knows me, there ain't a single fucking bitch ass bone in my body.
I even brought
Promise you
special cooler, special
Brought you
fucking
gifts.
koozies,
Brought you gifts,
food,
food. Jesus, look at all this stuff. in
Drinks.
there.
Did you say food?
You've been eating the whole time. You've been smacking in the microphone.
I'm eating fucking sriracha chips as you sat over there and guzzled down fucking Chipotle. What
Yeah,
are you talking
because
about?
I can't control her in her Chipotle.
Chipotle and bought
Don't
that.
act like I have.
You should have sent out takeout for Chipotle.
Your sriracha
Delivery.
chips
Should have
were
had
free.
Chipotle delivered. That's what you should have done.
Well, if Big Phil would have showed up, we could have asked him to bring Chipotle.
Yeah, where's your special guest tonight?
Now, Big Phil would have stopped at Chipotle and we would have never seen him again.
It's probably where he's right now.
Obviously.
He would have stayed there. And then messaged me later and been like, yeah, right. Not coming.
So why are you in a bad mood?
I'm in a fantastic mood today. I've had a great day.
Why?
I've had a great day today, seriously.
Well, what happened?
I'm still in a good mood. I've had a
You're
great
not
day.
in a good mood.
I'm in a great mood.
I think we've known you long enough at this point to know better.
Obviously not, because if I was in a bad mood, you would know it.
We do know it. That's
We
what
do
we're
know it.
saying.
I don't think you've ever seen me in a really bad mood.
Oh gosh, I think I have.
I don't think you have. You don't know as much as you think you do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Case in point.
No, not case of fucking point.
See?
A real bad mood would be really bad.
We're not saying real bad, we're saying a bad mood.
Oh, okay.
There's
Well-
levels to this.
Well, yeah, maybe you're right.
You're like an onion.
Yeah.
I have to peel back the layers.
Okay. All right.
True or not?
I have no idea.
It's so entertaining.
It's always entertaining from a distance, dude.
From a distance.
Sing it. Keep singing.
I don't know the rest of the song. That's all I know.
That was a good try.
Thank you. That's Bette Midler, right?
All right, well, I guess we can save this subject for next week. Maybe he'll be in a better mood and it'll be fun.
So are we killing it?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about anything else, or are we just...
Not that I know of. Not that I can think of, man. Not that I can think of.
Well...
Other than the fact I would give some advice to some people out there. When a master of jiu-jitsu goes and makes a post, you probably shouldn't go on there and start arguing with him and telling him that he's wrong. But we'll talk about that next week, too, because this is some pretty good shit. Looks like it's been going on for about 3 hours.
Okay, so we were supposed to talk about... Did you watch the Brian Ortega fight?
No.
Say what now?
Nobody told me we were supposed to talk about that.
Yes, we did. Last podcast, we said that you were supposed to watch the Brian Ortega fight, and we were going to talk about it. And you said you would.
You guys should text me anything that you want me to do.
That is posted on the world internets.
No, you should text it to me. To tell me what I'm supposed to do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, see? I'm not the only one that
I don't
doesn't.
remember.
She did not watch the fights.
Okay.
And she did not comment on the Brian Ortega.
No, I think it was she couldn't comment on Brian Ortega versus Max Holloway because she didn't see the Brian Ortega.
She couldn't comment.
I
Frankie
could
Edgar.
comment. I
Frankie
could say
Edgar
that I
and Brian
wanted
Ortega.
Max Holloway
Oh, okay.
to win.
Okay. All right.
And it was her. We trusted you to watch the Brian
Well,
Ortega.
if you want to trust me to do anything, you should text it to me because I won't remember.
Is that your real hair color?
The one on top that's obviously growing through. I have this ombre going on right now.
Ombre?
Yeah,
You have a brother going on?
ombre with an O,
Ah.
Hombre.
not ombre with an H.
Ain't that what Donald called the? Ain't that what he called the damn the Hispanic, the bad Hispanic community? Is that what he said?
Yes.
Did he call them? What did he say?
Hombres.
There's some bad hombres. That shit's so not funny, but
What did you want to talk about Big Daddy Donald D tonight?
oh god, I can't even get into Big Daddy Donald D. I mean, fuck, he disappointed me. He disappointed me. If I talk about Donald, I really am gonna get in a bad mood. He upset me. I expected more out of him. I really did. I thought he was, but he did do one good thing. I will give him a super pat on the back for stepping up and saying he would talk to Kim
North Korea.
Jong. Kim Jong. Which
Un.
one is it?
Un.
Kim Jong Un. His father is Kim Jong.
Ill.
What about that? Okay, but anyways, being the first president to actually step up and well, he hasn't done it yet, but he said he
He
did.
said he was.
He said he was.
Yep.
Of course, he also said I was proud of him for stepping up and on certain points of gun control, and then from what I understand, he backed.
So what do you guys think about the student walkout today?
How many people did it?
It was nationwide, I believe. A lot of kids did it.
I've been all over Yahoo News today and I did not see that.
I did see something about it, but I thought only like 3,000 people did it. I didn't know it was nationwide. I thought it was just like at like a couple schools in one part of the country. I didn't know it was
I
nationwide.
think they were trying to make it go nationwide. It made national news on CNN, and then I didn't get a chance to research it once I came here. So
I know when I was in school, and this may be because maybe I just wasn't very politically mature when I was that age, but there was no way in hell you could have got me not to go to school. I was having way too much fun.
at school,
Yes. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I looked forward to going to school every day. I was having a blast. I was having a great time. I mean, seriously. I couldn't imagine not going, especially for something that, of course, I went to Pisgah. You know, you probably never could have convinced somebody who walked in there and shot, because we'd have just been like,
everybody else had guns on them
yeah,
anyway.
we just got to the trucks and that'd have been his ass. So I seriously can't. I can't speak on that. And as a parent, I can't imagine backing my child on not going to school for any reason. I just couldn't do it.
Do you think the walkout is going to do anything?
No, hell no. Why would the walkout do something if kids getting killed on anything?
Yeah.
You're talking about like legislation and politically speaking, right? Do anything?
Making a statement, yeah.
No, I just don't think. I don't. I mean, when you just had 17 kids die, and it did it stir up the pot? Yes, but it always stirs up the pot, and then everybody forgets about it. And not only do they forget about it, but the politicians never change anything of substance because they can't agree. Everything has to be right, left, conservative, liberal, Democrat, Republican. And when you keep dividing issues like that, and you have such strong feelings on both sides, you're never going to get. That's why I was proud of Donald Trump, because at first it seemed like he was making concessions on both sides of the fence, and I thought, okay, here's a guy that gets it. The problem needs to be addressed, not everybody's damn political agendas.
So do you think because Big Daddy Donald D was a Democrat all of his life, and the only way that he could get the nomination was to run for a Republican, that we have a Democrat as the president?
No.
No?
I think we have a person with a big opinion and a big ego, and with a big outlook on his future legacy.
Okay.
And I think that's the biggest thing that drives him. And I also think he does have a sense of concern for the nation in his own way. But I think first and foremost with him, it's his ego and his legacy that he leaves on this world. As a businessman, as a president, as the big dog in charge. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I think there's a lot of people like that.
I was going to say, don't you think every president has that?
No, I don't think every president is like that. Not to that degree. Not to his degree. I think Donald is a different. That's why he, for the most part, doesn't care who he pisses off. It's about his legacy, not the Republican Party's legacy, for the most part. Not the Democrat Party, not the. I think his legacy in his mind overrides everything. And if certain agendas fall underneath that, then so be it.
Okay.
It's my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. That's just my evaluation of him from listening to him and reading up on him. And I mean, I think he would have said and done anything to get elected. And that's what he did.
Well, I will agree with that.
Yeah. And I think that was to get in office, which is part of his legacy, to be president. And I firmly believe that the stuff he says, he believes that it's what's best for the country, because it's what's best for, if he does what's best for the country, he's leaving a legacy. I think everything revolves around his legacy. Again, it's just my opinion. And I think just right now, some of his ideas happen to line up with, in certain areas, what is best.
but ego can be a ass kicker.
I agree with that.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But bravo to him to speak up and say he'll talk to North Korea. But I saw something on the news. They brought up a good point. The problem with talking to North Korea is you're pretty much approaching the end of the line. What if the shit don't work?
That's the problem.
Then what do you do?
What do you do?
Yeah, and then what do you do? It don't work, and he says, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep building these nuclear weapons, and if your buddy South Korea step out of line, I'm gonna blow you off the face of the earth. I mean, and that guy's crazy. What if he says that to Donald Trump during the talks? The next go around, it may not be talking. That I think I can see the point where that's the problem with talking to a guy like that, and being a guy like Donald Trump.
They'll back themselves into a corner.
Yeah, that's why I could never be president. Because I'm like Donald Trump.
Yes.
I would get upset. I would get pissed, and the first thing in my mind would be like, "Fuck you, we're the United States." Well, you get the wrong person, and they say, "Well, fuck you, we're North Korea." Okay, now what do you do? I think then you're faced with like Obama when he told Syria not to use the chemical weapon. We're drawing the red line in the sand. Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, "Okay, well, fuck you. We're gonna do what we want to do," and they did it. And then
He did nothing.
he did nothing. North Korea, we're not talking about chemical weapons on his own people. We're talking about him possibly shooting a missile at D.C. or the West Coast. It's a lot bigger. So hopefully, one thing that scares me is that he just fired Tillerson.
Why does that scare you?
Because Tillerson, to me, was the voice of reason for Trump. He's Secretary of State, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I like Rex Tillerson. I thought he was the best person in his cabinet. Now he's agreed to talk to North Korea, and then 4 days later, he fires Tillerson. That's scary.
Do you have any guesses on who will be the next Secretary of State?
Probably fucking Don King. I don't know. Fuck you. Shaquille O'Neal. I tell you who you better hope it is.
The Rock.
Dennis Rodman. Hey, you guys are laughing, but who's the only person that crazy person listens to? That's American. That's the only person that Kim Jong-un listens to is Dennis Rodman. That's American.
Yeah, but how American is Dennis Rodman? I mean, as far as
I don't know. I'm just saying.
he might want us blown off the face of fucking earth too.
This is true, because he is a little bit loony. But man, he's a man. You know, he used to do the doo-doo with Madonna.
A little loony.
I'm not sure if he's a man so much. I feel like he used to do a lot of. He used to do some feminine things.
Okay, well maybe he did, but he still banged Madonna. Okay, that's the point. He banged Madonna and he did man shit
Well,
on
who
the
didn't
court.
back in the day? Damn.
Nick didn't.
I did
You
not
sure?
have sexual relations with that woman, Madonna.
I mean, all kidding aside, I don't know who he's gonna replace Tillerson with, but that is a scary, scary. I don't know if a lot of people thought about that, but that's.
I did hear that he appointed like the first female like head of CIA or something.
Well, I haven't checked on that lately.
Really?
Yeah. She's like the very first one.
They need
Like
some
the CIA director.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was like head of something in the CIA. I feel like I'm not sure what those titles are.
Look it up. You got one at Google's.
I don't feel like it.
You get that fancy rose-colored phone. Use it. Is that the iPhone 10? Or is that the 8?
It's 8 plus.
8 Plus?
iPhone 10 doesn't have
Yeah,
it's all
money.
screen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Do you have the 10?
Mm-hmm.
You have the 10?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't actually. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
It's big money, man. That's big money. That's Jeff Cesaro money right there.
What does Jeff do?
I don't know.
He doesn't,
makes money.
doesn't sleep
He
with
ma-
his 2-year-old.
He makes money and he buys geese. That's what Jeff Cesare does.
She's the CIA director.
What's her name?
Gina Haspel.
God bless you, Gina.
So I mean, apparently she's got like a kind of a shady history of torture, which I actually don't
Who the
have
fuck
that much of a
doesn't?
problem with, to be honest with you. They probably deserve it.
You're in the
Right?
CIA.
You have history with torture.
You're doing this.
And she's the first female CIA director?
Yes.
And when did he appoint her?
It was the same. All this. When
Oh, when all the
was
other
going-
stuff?
Yeah,
Well,
2 days ago.
He fired what, John, whatever his name is. I forget.
I didn't even know he fired him. The CIA director?
Or he resigned.
Where he resigned? He has a lot. I mean, someone said the other day, though, that
She's a secret spy master. Not my quote.
so I saw the other day where it said that
Who's-
it's not unusual for positions in the presidential cabinet to change, but that he has had more,
More changes than
than
any other
normal.
president.
Yeah.
Yes.
but that it does happen.
John Brennan was, I believe, is the previous CIA director.
He was the CIA director for a while, wasn't he?
I believe he was, yes.
I know the FBI director's changed, twice?
Yeah, FBI is in a really tough spot right now.
Yeah. Man, that's...
Who was, just check real fast, was it John Brennan, was the previous CIA director?
I feel like I said Michael something,
Oh, John Brennan and then Michael,
but.
Yeah, look it up. I could be wrong.
Former CIA director Michael Hayden. I don't see a John in here.
Google John Brennan, JOHNBRENNAN.
CRE, yeah, he was the director until January 2017.
No, so here's.
So Michael Hayden was director for 2 months? No, a year and... Right at a year and 2 months? Something like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey, man. I mean, when you're Big Daddy, you can do whatever you want to, I guess.
To a point, yes.
Well, you say to a point. I mean, he's doing a pretty damn good job. He's got a lot of points he's walking up to.
Well, it's got to be appointed and then it's got to be verified.
Yeah, well...
Well, I love you guys when I'm going home.
I agree.
And I
I
say
think
love,
that,
I say love Lucy,
Right.
loosely.
Well, that concludes this phenomenal episode of Bread's Kitchen, episode 11, because Bread was in a bad mood.
Boo.
See you guys on the flip side.
Are we off?